Hey there, so I'm going to make a quick little video on how to use Netvibes. And so basically what Netvibes does is it aggregates content from different sites and it organizes them by date, by source, and by category. And once you put them in Netvibes, you can organize them according to subject. So basically these subjects are going to be under your dashboards. And so before I explain the dashboards, if you haven't yet logged into Netvibes, the first thing that you have to do is go to your LastPass. And once you're logged in, I'm logged into my account, you go over here on the left-hand side to Sharing Center. And there will be an offer up at the top, and all you have to do is click Accept. And so once you do that, we'll go back over here to Netvibes. And you need to first click on your dashboard. So the dashboard that you select depends on what project you're working on. For instance, say you are a content writer and you are tasked with curating an article on something that's trending in media or something in digital marketing. So if you go to this Mojo Writer dashboard, on the left-hand side, there are all of these different feeds. And so each feed is for a different source. For instance, Adweek is one of my favorites. And what it does is it takes all of the different articles from Adweeks and it's organized per day or just basically chronologically. And so right here you can look and see if it was posted that day, it will show you the time, or it will show you the actual date it was posted. So today is May 6th, and there are a lot of very recent articles. But one thing to note is that notice the coloration difference. This is kind of a muted gray, whereas this is just normal color. If anything is already in gray, it is from, for instance, April 21st, which is about 2 weeks ago. So we want to curate recent, up-to-date content, and even though 2 weeks isn't a long time, there are articles from yesterday, today, a few days ago that are maybe a little bit more relevant. So you definitely want to choose an article that is just in normal text rather than one that is in this muted gray color. Other than Adweek, you can look through the feed and you can just kind of explore. These are all sources that we have already saved to this dashboard. So Bright Local is also another really good one. But whenever I click on this, I can see almost everything is in this muted color, and I guess they don't have as much up-to-date information. So there are really only 2 relevant articles. And you can see April 26th, and then one was posted today. Again, you can kind of scroll through, depends on what you're looking for, but you can just kind of explore, just look at the different feeds, skim the names of the articles, whatever it is that you're looking for, you can just select an article pertaining to that. Now, going back to dashboards, say you are a content writer and you're working on something for EBW, which deals with women in business. So here at the bottom we have these 2 feeds, Women News and Business Women. So I'm just going to click on Women News for right now. And these feeds are pretty similar, but we're going to try to categorize them according to general trends relating to women and more business trends relating to women. So the Glass Hammer actually does have to do a little bit with business, but it's still in this feed, that's fine. And so you can go through, you see more recent articles, more out-of-date ones. Also, Jezebel is a really great resource. They just have a lot of news written for women by other women, and so also all of these stories were posted today. This is a great source for up-to-date news. However, sometimes this can be a little bit more pop culture. Like you can see Jennifer Lopez. We don't really care about that, but you can still, I'm sure, look through this and try to find a good article about women for a content curation. For instance, actually, this first article, Harvard places new restrictions on social clubs designed to force them to go co-ed. That is specific to a college, but that could be a really interesting story, and maybe you could create a piece on equality among men and women and see what this article has to say. So you can be the judge, just kind of skim through these. But these feeds on the left-hand side don't have that many sources. So say you go to Google, like I did, and I typed in websites for women, and I found this Forbes article which basically lists all of these different websites for women. And so I clicked on one of them, Daily Worth, and I thought, okay, it talks about financial and career help. This could be really good for women in business. So I am going to go to a different dashboard. I'm going to do business women. And now I look on the left-hand side, you can see Catalyst is a site for women. You've got Lioness Magazine, looks like Huffington Post, so Entrepreneur as well. And it doesn't look like Daily Worth is on here. So if I think that they have some good articles, I'm gonna add this to my newsfeed. And so what you do is you go up here and click add, and then you're going to click add your own reading, so this plus button, and then copy the website address and paste it, then click add again. And so usually only one will pop up, but if you have these two right here, you can click on the RSS, which refers to the feed, and then you can see some of the articles from the site. So this will help you figure out whether or not you want to add it to your newsfeed. So let's see, if you can't pay your tax bill, credit card debt, getting the most from your tax refund, quitting your job to teach yoga. Okay, so all of these kind of have to deal with business, but we are on the dashboard for women in business. So I'm gonna say no to this based on the preview there. And then I'm gonna check out this other RSS feed. And then once we're here, we see Powerful Women Speak Out, time gap between men and women, putting a woman on the $20 bill. So this is more what we're looking for. This is the Daily Worth women's version. So now what I'm gonna do is there's only one option for this dashboard, and I'm gonna click add it. So now, just a second ago, we only had these couple of sources, and I just added Daily Worth RSS feed right here, and now you can go through all of these. So Netvibes is great. There are already some good sources on the left-hand side, but you can also Google, and if you find a really good website, you can add it to the feed. Another thing you can do is Google Alerts. You can go to google.com/alerts. So I want to create a Google alert about female entrepreneurs. Okay, so I'm going to click create alert. And then I'm going to go to edit and look at the settings. So how often do we want to get alerts? Well, I'm just gonna say as it happens. Sources, automatic is fine to keep it like that. Whoops, yeah. Then language, English, region, any region is fine. How many? Instead of only the best results, I think all results is good. And now this right here is the most important part. This is my Gmail account, and I do not want it sent here. It is going to our Netvibes account, which is where we have all those news feeds on the left-hand side. So we're going to send it to our RSS feed. So make sure you do this right here if you create a Google alert. Now click update alert, and then you can click on it. Let's see. And then right here, this button that looks like Wi-Fi, but it says RSS. You click on this and it takes you to this page. Just ignore what's on the screen. Go ahead and copy this link. Then we're gonna go back to Netvibes, where we are in the business or the dashboard for business women. So then we're gonna go back to add a feed and then add your own reading. And then I'm going to go ahead and paste my link right here and click add. So it is popping up right away. So this is a Google alert for female entrepreneurs, and all of these have to do with women in business, Mother's Day, gender equality. This is great right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to my dashboard. And once we do, you can see that all of these articles would be great to curate content for EBW, anything that is controversial or interesting or trending.